Prior to the trade actually being consummated and finalized, were there close calls? Were there
Yes.
specifically the New York Knicks?
Yeah. Like when I tell you, like I got traded, September 3rd, maybe something like that. Like on the 1st, I went to sleep like, okay, I'm on the Knicks. Like I'm going to New York. I'm building a house back home. I was already doing that anyway. So I'm like, all right, we got to expedite that. Like we got to get all this stuff figured out. And, just 2 days later, my agent called me and said I was going to Cleveland. So that was a shock at first. But I would say that was a moment when I was like pretty certain that was going to be the case. And, I told everybody like, all right, guys, keep it quiet. But this is probably going to happen.
So how are you keeping, you're a pretty measured guy in general, but how are you keeping your cool when this is happening? Because this is it's a big life moment.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a feeling it was going to happen before camp just because if I had went back to Utah, that's a lot. Like to throw Will Hardy in there, who I love, by the way. I love Will for his first year as a head coach. And then you're dealing with all the questions every day at camp like that. I just didn't think that was going to happen. And for me, it was just like, I feel like I have something to prove just because of the year I had. I didn't take the leap that I wanted to, that I expected to. So for me, it was really just doubling down on that because, at the end of the day, I could be in Cleveland, I could have been in OKC, I could be in Utah, I could be in New York, wherever. I still had to do the work. I still have to do the work. Like that's where my head is at. And, wherever I am, just be prepared for anything. That's kind of how I trained all summer. Just be prepared for whatever gets thrown your way. And, that's really what allowed me to kind of stay here is because like, doesn't matter. I was like, forget where you're at. Like you got something to do. Like, you know what I mean? So that's really what helped me stay the course.
Jason, you can leave this in, especially for our YouTube audience who will always complain about this and always point this out, but we're going to make the correction on air right now. Donovan, can you fix your mic?
Whoa. I thought you were about to say something so serious.
No, dude, we did our first episode with Draymond. We did in January. And I want to say it's our longest episode. And it was like an hour, 37 minutes on video with Draymond. And the entire time,
just like a little bit off.
It was just like a little bit off. Yeah. And people notice these things. We read the comments on YouTube, guys. As always, thank you for listening to the show. Please subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Wondery, wherever you listen to your podcast. We appreciate you guys.